RT is reporting an NYPD pepper spray incident which led to a man's death. It's now a homicide, okay? The death of a Bronx man who suffered a fatal asthma attack after cops pepper sprayed him on March 8th of this year has been ruled a homicide by the city medical examiner. The autopsy found that Kemp Yarborough, the cause of death was acute bronchial asthma during a physical altercation including pepper spray. This is what the medical examiner told the Daily News. Prosecutors now might file charges against the NYPD officers who sprayed him on March 8th. He went down like timber, William Martin told the New York Daily News, who is Yarborough's attorney. Officers performed CPR, couldn't revive him. So effectively, we knew that the man had died, and now the medical examiner has said this is a homicide because of pepper spray. What do you think, Lewis?
Pretty cut and dry. Apparently this stuff can kill in certain situations.
Well, we're seeing that it's not actually that uncommon. A 19-year-old has now miscarried, and she says it is because police pepper sprayed and kicked her at one of these Occupy Wall Street protests. You see the picture that we're showing here of her being carried out. Here's the video from after the attack, and some saying this could represent the 62nd death related to pepper spray. Take a look.
I can't see.
That's the pepper spray.
That's not just that. I actually can't see. No, just me.
Doctors are almost here.
Yeah, I'm just here trying to help out at the protest, that's all.
Okay, so as you can see, there was a pretty grim scene there, and right away people saying, listen, you can't really prove that getting kicked in the stomach by police made her miscarry a few days later. You can't really prove that. Well, hold on a second. She was shouting that she was pregnant. She was asked to be let through. She wasn't allowed to leave by police immediately after this event. She was actually detained. As soon as they were able to get an ambulance, she was rushed to the hospital. And my question is, if people say, you know what, maybe she should have known better than to attend a protest that's been plagued with police brutality, I disagree with that. She should be, one should be able to peacefully protest as outlined by the Constitution, which conservatives constantly talk about, without assuming that the police are going to act in a way that will make you miscarry. Is that an outrageous assumption, Lewis? Is that an expectation that goes above and beyond what is sane and logical?
I don't think so, no.
So
seems pretty reasonable.
So we are going to see here what happens, if anything, legally. I would be surprised if much does, because you know what? She was homeless, and it's very easy to dismiss a homeless woman and her claims. We know it happens constantly. It's not taken seriously. It's also easy to note that 61 people have died as a result of pepper spray. And if this is number 62 and it's a woman who was at one point at least homeless, it's hard to imagine this is really going to become the big deal that it should be. I have a hard time envisioning that will happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it is going to be pretty much impossible to prove that the police directly caused the miscarriage.
You're probably right.
What can you do?
Yeah. Well, what can you do? You need to do something. But you're right. I don't know what. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I'm listening.
But it seems somebody should do something, because who knows what to do? It really feels in these cases like if you can't get something into the legal system, which is the only recourse really that you have, what can you do? I don't know. Every show, Lewis, I'm getting closer to thinking that what you said, that a cop is going to die at one of these protests, is going to happen. Every time I hear about these various stories, I really think that that's more and more possible.
And things seem to be getting worse.
It's certainly not getting any calmer.
No.
That's for sure. I want to make sure that you sign our petition to get the David Pakman Show on current TV. We have this petition. If you go to davidpakman.com, on the right side of the site, it says to sign the petition. Some people reporting problems clicking that button. Go to our Facebook page, go to our Twitter account. There's links to the petition. Please sign it, because it really is it's a big, big deal if we could do that. On the bonus show, we'll talk about sleep texting. We'll talk about a DUI crash blamed on the new Twilight film. And I will talk about how much I hate the food stuffed in other food trend. So make sure you're getting the bonus show.